Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Tarot Tuesdays here on Life Crystallized, where I use the cards to help you plan and prepare for your week ahead. Now, this week is the week of Thanksgiving, so a lot of you may have some family events coming up. So, the intention I set for the reading this week is what you guys can do to protect yourselves, protect your energies, protect your emotions as you plan to celebrate the holidays with family and friends. Now, this holidays, usually most people tend to think of them as a happy time, as a time to celebrate. Thanksgiving is thought of as a time to be thankful for all that we have, but it's not always so easy for many people. So, for those of you that may be struggling at this time of year, or for those of you that just may be a little stressed from trying to prepare and just get everything ready, what can you guys do this week in order to really find that calm, find that peace, find that center as everything else is happening in terms of holiday preparations and meals and maybe conflicts or whatever else this time is going to bring for you? So, you got the stork, the cross, the tree, and the ship. So, this week for you guys, you may be facing some sort of burden. There's some sort of burden that you guys may have to deal with, and that is that cross. But whatever this bird, it's basically a change. So the stork is about change, right? And usually that change that the stork is signifying is a positive change. So this week for you guys may bring about some sort of positive change, but it is going to be difficult. So it's going to be a heavy change. It's going to be difficult, which is that cross. But once you guys face that change, once you guys make whatever the transition, whatever the change is that this stork and the cross is kind of foretelling, that change ultimately will lead to growth. You guys will experience a shift, whether it's in the way you relate to your family or your friends, or whether it is some sort of change or shift in the way you guys do things. There's going to be some sort of change, some sort of shift that is going to be difficult. It's going to be heavy. It's going to feel heavy going through it, but ultimately you guys are going to experience some growth, which is that tree, and it really is going to bring some movement. We've got that ship. That ship is all about movement, moving on to new things. So whatever this change is that you guys will be experiencing this week, whether it's a change in the way you operate, the way you interact with those around you, whether it's a change to like some tradition that you guys have done just because that's the way it's always been done, so just following tradition to follow tradition, not necessarily having put any thought into it, not having put any thought into what that tradition means to you, or whether or not or how you want to carry on this tradition. So whatever this change is, it's going to be a difficult change to make, but ultimately it is going to lead to some growth, some self-growth. You will grow from this experience. Perhaps your relationships will grow from this experience. And you will also experience some movement. So maybe you guys have been feeling stuck, feeling confused, like you don't know what the next step should be. This change that you guys will be experiencing this week will help unblock that feeling of being stuck and will help you to move into or move on to whatever that next chapter is. All right? And you guys have death. You guys are putting away those things that no longer serve you. 10 of Cups. It is all about that happy family. You guys have the Hanged Man reverse. In this case, it's the Hanged One reverse. And King of Pentacles. So, something is coming to an end. Some way that you guys have been used to operating, some tradition that you guys have been just carrying on because that's the way great grandma did it. You guys are laying to rest something that does not serve you any longer this week. Something that is not serving you is dying this week. Once that thing has been released, once you have let go of whatever that tradition or whatever that interaction or way of operating is, you will experience that joy and happiness that is really promised in that 10 of Cups. However, you guys are fighting, and this is so the Hanged Man right side up, this person, the Hanged One, is chilling, right? This figure is just letting things be as they are. So even though she's hanging there upside down, she's got one leg behind her, she's got both her arms crossed behind her. If you look at the expression on her face, and I'm going to reverse it again so you guys can see. Look at the expression on her face. She's content. She's not trying to go anywhere. The Hangman reverse is the complete opposite of that. You guys are not comfortable waiting in that space, in that in between. You guys are fighting whatever change this is, whatever this thing is, this way of operating, this tradition that Goddess, the universe, your guides are asking you to release. You guys aren't ready to let go. You're trying to hold on to it. You're trying to do things the way you've always been doing them. And in the process, you're fighting against the opportunities, that growth that lies ahead of you when you release whatever this thing is. Once you're able to do that, once you're able to unblock this Hanged One reverse, once you're able to unblock that and get it right side up, which is upside down, once you guys are able to release that and embrace that discomfort, once you're able, because the position that she's in is not comfortable. She's hanging upside down with her hands tied behind her back. It's not a walk in the park. It's not a comfortable position to be in. But she is comfortable in that discomfort. And that's where you need to be. You guys need to get comfortable with that discomfort. Because that discomfort, those trials, those tribulations are ultimately going to get you guys over that rainbow. That is that 10 of Cups. Is going to get you over that rainbow in that 10 of Cups and to what it is that is awaiting you on the other side. We've got this King of Pentacles. He is chilling. He's got his coins. He's got his health. He's got his wealth. He has all of the material things that he could possibly need in this life. And He has no need to seek anything outside of himself, outside of where he is. He has everything that he needs right there in his lap. And so do you. But you have to be willing to let go of that which no longer serves you. You have to embrace that discomfort. You have to allow those changes to happen so that you can ultimately be that king in your throne, just enjoying all of your earthly riches, because you've got it. You just have to make those changes, let go of those things so that you can get there. What do your guides, your angels want you to know? Ghost. You guys, you have to let dead things die this week. And creature's paw. So all of those things that are no longer serving you, all of those things that are lying dead and really holding you back, those things that are keeping you from your destiny, those things that are keeping you from that joy on the other side, you have to be willing to let them go this week. Let them die. They want to die. They want to go. You have to allow them to go. Let this creature's paw reach in and grab those things that are no longer serving you. That process, again, the creature's paw, it's a sharp claw. It is not going to go in gently. It is not going to go in with the delicacy and the precision of a surgeon. It is going to reach in, tear it out, and just grab it. So it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be painless. Nobody's giving you any anesthesia. However, this process has to happen. And this is the way it has to happen. Because the time for coddling, the time for delicacies and niceties has gone. You've held on to this thing for way too long. In order for you to let go, because you're still not trying to let go, you're still fighting that hanged man. You're still fighting your guides, the universe, goddess, everything that is in you that is telling you to let go, you're fighting it. So now this creature's paw is coming in, the gloves are off, and it is coming in to rip whatever this is out. So in order for you guys to protect yourself this week, in order for you guys to really protect your energy, in order for you guys to remain clear about who you are and what you want, you guys are going to have to release those things that no longer serve you. So in order for you to be the best you this week, in order for you to get through the stress, the chaos, the conflict, the difficulties, whatever those things are that you guys will be faced with this week related to celebrating the holidays, whatever those things are that you've been dreading, that you've been fearing coming up this week, you guys are going to have to let go of those old ways of doing things. You guys are going to have to let go of those things, those traditions that are no longer serving you, so that there is room for this newness. There is room for this upgrade. This stork is an upgrade. Let the universe upgrade you, but it can't upgrade you. It can't deliver that Bentley and park that Bentley in the driveway if you refuse to let the junk man come and take the Ford Pinto. They cannot coexist. You can't put the Bentley on top of the Ford. It's not going to work. You have to let go of the Ford, let the tow truck come and clear it out. I know it's been a fixture in your driveway for years now. You have grown used to that site. You have grown comfortable with it. It is your security blanket. Let it go. That Bentley is waiting. It's right there just waiting to enter into that driveway. You have to clear the space for it. So that is my message for you guys this week. I hope you have a very wonderful, safe, happy, and healthy Thanksgiving for those of you that will be celebrating with family and or friends. And I will see you back here again next week for another episode of Tarot Tuesdays here on Life Crystallized. Thank you for watching. And if you found this message helpful, if it resonated with you, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell on YouTube. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your plans are for the holidays. Are you celebrating? Are you not? And if you are listening to the podcast, be sure to leave me a review, a 5-star review, preferably, in iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, wherever it is that you are listening to me, so that other people can find me. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again next week. Bye.